Best is yet to come. Ah, yes. I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Amber Marquis.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Amber. How you doing, all right?
I'm good, yeah.
Little issues with the computer. All right? Uh-huh. I got a text message. I bet your pH level is 14. What does that mean? What is, like, pH, like my deodorant?
I'm not sure what it's referencing to.
I don't.
Odd.
That's Casey Bryant. I don't
Oh.
understand that, Casey.
Well,
She's
I
running
don't-
for school board, right?
Yeah. That's I heard.
Has she announced that yet? I don't know. Sorry if you haven't. All right. Let's see what we got. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom! Let's see what we got, City Council member.
All right.
All right, here we go. It's world news, but it's local here. What's up, Tim Early? I'm glad you're
Hey, acidic.
Hasidic. Speaking of Israel. Oh, that's Hasidic, sorry.
Oh.
So Senator Marsha Blackburn says it's time to go to wipe out Hamas. Is she right or wrong? Let's get into what the Tennessee senator
Okay.
has got into, because here is a Clarksville Now
Yep.
submission.
Mm-hmm.
And she also wants to punish Iran for funding Hamas. Which, by the way,
That's
I totally
not it.
no, that ain't it at all. But let's go to Clarksville Now. I'm sure we'll find it on the top. Where is she? There she is.
Yeah.
All right. Tim Early, acidic. Tim Early, 0 to 7 is basic or alkaline. 7 to 14 is acidic. Am I acidic?
I mean, maybe that's what she was trying to say.
Thank you, Tim Early. He's so smart. All right, so here we go. So, babies beheaded, girls raped next to their dead friends, Jews burned alive, an elderly Holocaust survivor dragged away to Gaza by terrorists, more than 260 innocent people massacred at a music festival intended to promote peace. These are the scenes of pure evil that Hamas, a genocidal Palestinian terrorist organization, inflicted on innocent Israelis. Marsha Blackburn continues with her submission.
Yeah.
On October 7th, Israel experienced the largest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. At last count, over 1,400 people in Israel, including at least 30 Americans, have been murdered in cold blood, most of whom were innocent civilians. At least 199 hostages were taken into Gaza. She goes on to say this is not a time for any of us to stay silent, and despite what Democrats believe, it is not the time for Israel to back down. They must do what is necessary to protect and defend their homeland, and the U.S. must support them every step of the way. I agree, except... Not exactly. This is a very difficult situation.
It is.
Because everything that she said here,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the playing chess part instead of the checkers part.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Amber, you're a city council member.
Okay.
You're buddies with Marsha Blackburn.
Yeah. I've never met her.
Oh. I used to have her on the show when she was running for Senate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now that she's in the Senate, goodbye. All right. What's up, Joan? Good morning to you. So the United States should not be sending out tax dollars to prop up terrorism.
I mean, we shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't be.
In general, not just Hamas, like all over the world.
Right, because listen, we all know what you give money to Iran. Where does it go? It goes into funding because they have one mission, that is eradicate the Jews from the Middle East.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other things there too.
Yes. The same thing when it comes to, when who is funding Hamas? Who is funding Hezbollah out of Lebanon? It definitely It all goes back to Iran.
Yeah.
All right, so if you take out Hamas, when you say Hamas, here's some more. Hamas is the terrorist group that is also a political party. That the territory of Gaza is not a city in Palestine. Okay, it is a city in Israel.
It's a city within a city.
Okay, it is still all within Israel. The West Bank is still in Israel, the nation of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Here is some, according to the Daily Mail, sickening footage released by Hamas shows terrorists holding Israeli toddlers and children during Saturday's massacre, which shocked the world. I don't even know if I want to see these.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
the babies
these.
one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, these aren't soldiers that they took hostage. You know what I mean? Because they know they can't beat their army. So what do? They steal their babies. Why? Bargaining chips. They already killed the other ones. Yeah, as Israel has called up to 300,000 reservists. All right. Well.
Yeah.
All right. So she, I get what she's saying here.
Yeah.
All right. Tim Early, Gaza is so messed up. When Israel gave the Sinai Peninsula back to Egypt, they wouldn't have taken them. Israel never should have gave up the land that they
won in a war.
won in these wars.
Yeah.
After being attacked, and through the grace of God, won. Yeah.
I mean, they still would have had Gaza regardless.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I don't think it would have changed this current situation now.
You know, and what a lot of people don't even understand is Israel has offered the two-state solution. The British, when they first occupied the territory.
Yeah.
You know, well, I shouldn't say that when they first, because really, if you want to go back to who had it first, I mean, we can go back to the Semites. That was the tribe that was there. So that's why when you hear the term anti-Semites,
Yeah.
anti-Jews, that's what they mean.
Interesting.
We know who were there first, if you want to really go back to it, the Semites.
Okay.
Right. I mean, the Canaanites are gone. Why? The Jews killed them. Right.
Yeah.
When taking the promised land. But yeah, in 1948, back when British was under control, after World War I, when the Ottoman Empire lost control of that area, all right, when the British took over, well, after World War II, when the influx of the refugees that were coming out of these Holocaust camps, these survivors. So all of a sudden, you got about 500,000 people to 1 million people who are Jewish now in that area, and even Britain's like, okay, here we're going to do a two-state solution.
Yeah.
The Jews said, yay. The Palestinians said, no.
Yeah.
No. Then the newly formed United Nations at the time. So the British goes to the UN. They go, listen, yo, UN, I know you're new, okay? But can you figure this out? So they send in their guys and gals. No, it was just guys, I'm sorry.
At the time.
Yeah. To do their studies, okay? And they go, you know what? Okay, we found the solution. Oh, my God, what's the solution? Two-state. Two-state solution, says the UN. The Jews, they go, yay.
Yeah.
The Arabs, the Palestinians go, no.
Yeah.
No, we want them out because it's in their Quran. It's in their Quran. Just they look at them as pigs. The only way you fix this situation is you get Muslims to stop following their prophet Muhammad. I'm just sorry because it's in their scripture. Whether it's the Quran. Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy. Where they look at them as literal pigs and monkeys. Yeah, it is something. Those Jews who incurred the curse of Allah and His wrath. Quran, chapter 560. The attribute to the Christians, that the Christians deserve most, is that of being led astray, just as Allah said to them, who went astray. As for His companions, they become Christian because they found it more pure than Judaism. They just hate Jews. And ye know of those who broke the Sabbath, how we said unto them, be you apes, despised and hated. Yeah, the Sadid. Yeah, I mean, it's all in there. Be ye apes, despised and loathed. And then we can get into the to Quran, chapter 4, verse 45, where it gives them permission to rape. They were transformed into pigs and monkeys. Yeah. They just hate them. They just hate them. So the only way you cure this is not by bombs. Because, there's kids in there still.
Yeah.
And you Christians out there. What do they say about the kids, right? Mess with these kids, might as well throw the yoke over your shoulders into the lake of fire. Yeah, so I get it. It's time to wipe out Hamas. Yes, I agree. It's time to defeat evil. Absolutely.
I think the question is how.
Yeah, that is the question. This takes intelligent people and faith. A lot of faith.
And not being so emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think ultimately that's how we got to where we are with the footage coming up Gaza of the kids and everything. I think that they had a very tragic situation happen, and then they just kind of jumped in and didn't plan it out long term. Because ultimately, we all know that the average age is 18 in Gaza. And half of that, or their population, is less than 18. So you have a bunch of little kids running around now who are orphaned, who have no parents or siblings, friends, or whatever, who survived, who now 10, 15 years, they're gonna be adults who hate the Jews even more.
More.
So they've pretty much created a whole new terrorist organization.
They hate them now. I watch these interviews with these Palestinian kids. They're not teaching them reading and writing and arithmetic, okay?
Yeah.
Almost like our schools, if you will. But they're teaching them, okay? I'm listening to this one girl. I cannot wait to grow up one day and stab Jews. Mm-hmm. It almost sounds like a Borat skit. Do you remember Borat?
Yeah,
it almost sounds like a Borat skit. But it was actual kids in actual schools. This one kid, I cannot wait to drive a car so I can drive over Jews.
Yeah, some of it.
Annette checking in. She's a psychotherapist. She's smart people. God is allowing Satan to use these religions for his own ends. They will be cast into the lake of fire. Yeah, leave the kids alone. Van Canuto. Van, sorry I missed you this weekend. I was supposed to see Van. I missed him. Yeah. Van Canuto. If you control the schools, you control the people. If you have no schools, you follow the clerics. It's true. And you keep them illiterate. That's what this really comes down to.
Yeah.
Because you read this Quran, you find out about Prophet Muhammad, 54-year-old Muhammad, mounting 9-year-old Aisha as she plays with her dolls. You find out about the sickness that's in this book. I'm just calling out what it is because I just started reading it. Ooh, boy, there's some sicky stuff in there. A lot of pedophilia stuff. Man. But
I think also a particular distinction, at least between the Bible and the Quran, is the fact that over many years, right, we've had religious revolutions, I guess, within the Christianity faith, where we see certain things outdated and no longer follow it. So, because obviously there are a couple of things in the Bible that are also undesirable, but because of these,
not for me.
Well,
I take everything that it says in there.
Yeah.
See, the Old Testament.
Well, I guess I'm more referencing some of the Old Testament.
The Old Testament tells you about eternal life. The New Testament shows you how to get there. That's my interpretation of it.
Okay.
He is the way.
Yeah, but still, we, or at least in the Christian faith, there's still been advancement to the understanding of what is the Bible, right? There has never been such a thing within Islam. It's just been a very flat, linear understanding. And again, the literacy thing is very interesting because in Christianity, right, there were times where there were things being told to the people that weren't even in the book, but because they were the priest or the pastors or whatever, people believed it because they couldn't read what was in it, or the Bible was in Latin. The people didn't know Latin, so they couldn't read it. Until it wasn't until people started getting copies and actually learning how to read that they started to understand things better. And in this situation, I mean, many of them in the Middle East can't.
Literacy is
Yeah.
so important. I saw it in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Annette commenting, the lid Testament is God to the Jews. The New Testament is Christ and the church. Yeah. Israel is the church. Now, this also this Quran as well, allows the raping of women that are caught on the battlefield. Okay, even if they're married, even if they just have to check if they're pregnant though. Okay, do you know who the most famous woman in the Quran is?
No.
It's Mary.
Okay.
Right,
Well-
mother of Jesus. Do you know how Jesus was born in the Quran?
No.
Allah comes down and blows air into the vagina of Mary.
That's an odd description.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Like, this is the stuff they don't want you knowing about what's in this book. And there's so much copy and paste from the Holy Bible. Because the Quran, Islam came hundreds of years after Christianity. Islam came thousands of years after Judaism. And what people don't understand is, like we were talking about earlier, if you want to talk about whose home this is, man, I'm not for bombing and killing babies. I've been to war. War sucks. But, man, if you want to go who was here first, well, you got to give it to the Semites. Oh, the Philistines. Well, first of all, the Philistines were Greek. Okay, a lot of people don't know this.
Yeah.
The Philistines came through Europe to settle in that Gaza Strip area. That's what people are trying to claim. And once they say that, I go, man, there are some ignorant people that haven't read anything.
Well, if you've also noticed, I've seen this a lot this last week. A lot of people posting the partition map of 1947, where it was posted in National Geographic magazine at the time. They're trying to show it as proof that, see, this is actually Palestine, not Israel. But then they're not reading on the very map, and there's a little corner at the top of the left saying that this is the proposed resolution at the time.
Right, from the British and then the UN.
Yeah, and how in the map the gray spots are going to be pro-Arab Palestinian, and the white or light spots are the pro-Jewish Palestinian ones. So it's like there was no distinction at the time when the map was created between Palestinian. It was just Arab and Jews.
Why wasn't that map ever come to fruition?
Because the Palestinians, they denied the map.
They said no.
And the Jews accepted it, which is when they declared their independence.
The Arab League, after the Jews won, okay, there was a civil war after the UN came in and said, hey, how about this two-state resolution? And the Palestinians said no. Well, there was this civil war that took place, and the Soviets and the U.S. backed the Jews, okay?
Yeah.
And they won. They won that civil war, and that's when they became their own nation. That's when U.S. recognized Israel, the first ones to recognize. Soviet was second. Do you know why they recognized Israel as a nation at that point? So they can get their money back.
Oh.
Because they sent them all this ammo and all this weapons and all this money. Right. So the U.S. recognized Israel to start. Why? So they can officially get paid back. Let's just be honest about it. Now, with that being said, on that day one of the Israel as its own nation in 1948, 7 nations invade. Okay? And then, as we know, months later, they hold them off. More wars happen. Israel gains the entire Sinai Peninsula, and to include, access to the Suez Canal. And Israel says, "Hey, I'll tell you what, Palestinians." The word Palestine actually was a Roman word that was referencing Jews. So it's very interesting when they say they're Palestinians. They're taking a Roman word that was used to be derogatory towards Jews thousands of years ago. Right.
It's interesting.
It is interesting. The word Palestine was used by Greeks and Romans to say those Jews. Right.
It's odd. All right.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. The only way this really gets fixed, the return. I'm just saying.
What is?
The return.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
uh,
And one of this, well, why don't you just relocate them? Nobody wants the Palestinians. Like Rep. Ogles from Tennessee joins his bill to ban Palestinian refugees from entering the U.S.
Out of the U.S. And to do that, he's proposing a controversial new bill.
All right, so Carly's on the
That's right,
alert desk
Justin
for us, and this
Nichols.
would actually stop the Biden administration from issuing visas to people with Palestinian passports.
That's right. It's called the Gaza Act, or the Guaranteeing Aggressors Zero Admission Act. And Tennessee Congressman Andy Ogles is one of the sponsors on the bill. Palestinians are fleeing Gaza as Israel gears up for its next stage of the war. They're planning more airstrikes and significant ground operations on Hamas. This bill would prevent the Biden administration from allowing any Palestinians into the U.S.
In 2015, the Syrian refugees, Obama took in, brought them up to in Ohio and Michigan. It's never the same.
no.
I'm sorry, it's never the same. Again, it's in their book to hate Jews and hate Christians. They don't like you. No, it's more than that. They're told to remove you. Right. I'm sorry, it's in the book. I should have read this book years ago. I really should have.
Ogles tweeted about the bill, saying, quote, "We must stop
No,
Biden
those
from
Van
importing
Canute on those.
terrorists," end quote. Meanwhile, we are hearing from Palestinians who say they are not terrorists and they condemn the actions of Hamas. So far, no response from the Biden administration on the bill. And remember, the House.
You know, Egypt is right next to them, but Egypt won't even let them in.
No, I saw they actually had a press conference saying that they're not going to take them in. They inherently declined that stance because it will destabilize their country.
Right.
So it's very interesting that they believe that. So
And they're right next door.
yeah. Oh, well, they also have a very strict border policy with Gaza. Like it's also gated up, wired, and it's actually been closed for a couple of years, from what I understand.
That's right.
So I just want, I wish that they would expand as to why they believe it would destabilize it.
Yeah,
Is that
Jordan.
Question
Yeah.
on the issues of refugees coming
Yeah,
to Jordan.
well, Jordan
And I
also
think I
has a
can
history with them, and they don't want them. So.
That's right. And Jordan is immediately to the east of Israel.
Yeah.
Right.
quite strongly speak on behalf of
Lebanon
not
is
only
to the north.
of
Syria, northeast.
Jordan as a nation, but of our friends in Egypt. That is a red line.
But these countries
because I think
that
that is the
border
plan by
Israel, for
certain of the
example,
usual
they
suspects
all
to
have
try
a
and
history with the
create de facto
Palestinians, and
issues
they
on the ground.
refuse to allow the refugees in. So
No
the main
refugees.
question I think the public needs to ask is why.
You know what pisses me off? This guy speaks better English than I do. Okay? King Abdullah II of Jordan?
Well, I mean, he's a king, so I would imagine he's got some education.
Damn
he may
it.
speak more
On behalf
languages than
not
just
only of,
English and,
Jordan as a
I
nation,
blink better than he does, though. Look, I'm
I
a
see.
I'm a
He's
better
squinting.
blinker. Yeah. Here, take a look. Who's a better blinker? Me or this guy?
strongly speak on behalf not only of
Jesus.
Jordan as a nation, but of
Maybe his eyes are
our
dry.
friends in Egypt.
No, he's a blinker. This guy loves blinking.
That
No, I'm
is
not
a
talking
red
about
line,
Anthony blinking.
because I think that is the plan by certain of the usual suspects to try and create de facto issues on the ground.
Yeah, nobody wants them.
yeah.
Here's why.
And we need to ask why.
Because Palestinians voted for Hamas to be their elected officials. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but again, even before Hamas was a thing, there is history within all these countries and the Palestinians. So why won't they?
No
accept that?
refugees in Jordan or Egypt.
Yeah.
When just in 1948, who was the first ones to declare war on Israel? It was Jordan and Egypt.
Yeah.
Wow. Different world today. The reason why Jordan and Egypt won't accept Palestinian refugees is simple. This is according to Jackson Hinkle. So if Palestinians are forced from Gaza, Israel will have full reign to march in and take over and take Gaza forever. Palestinians shouldn't have to leave their land. Israel should stop committing war crimes. See, that's this guy. But
wouldn't-
again, what do you mean their lands? When do you go back and say, this is the time? Do you say it's 1947? Do you say it's 1948? Do you say it's the year's 32 AD?
Yeah.
Do you say it's the year 600 BC? When do
Why-
you say?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Because if that's the case, then guess what? We got to give it. You know what? Sorry, Italy. Here you go. You get it back. Okay. Greece. Here you go. Oh, I'll tell you what. Here, Iran, Persia. You were here. You conquered this land. King Cyrus back in the day. Here you go. Here's your land back. Hey, the Babylonians, Babel. Hey, stop babbling. Here's your land.
Yeah.
The Assyrians, Syria. Here you go.
Yeah. I've
Right,
heard-
right. Who do you give it to?
It was the same argument for every other land on
Everyone.
the planet.
Right.
But I don't know. I think that argument of, well, they just want the Palestinians out of Gaza so they can take Gaza. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want Gaza back after the destruction that they've caused. So I don't know. That's a lot of work and time
It really just
to just.
like what they have to do, and again, Senator Blackburn, wipe out Hamas. I get it. That's too easy, and I like Marsha Blackburn. This is too easy to say,
Yeah.
and this is just rhetoric to get emotions going.
Yeah.
And I like Marsha Blackburn. Interviewed her quite a few times,
Okay.
but this
Yeah. it's
Does
easier
not
said
help.
than done. Yeah.
saying this does not help anything.
Yeah.
To wipe out Hamas, absolutely. Wipe out terrorist organizations. Get rid of them. Right. But you know what they do with these things called human shields.
Human shields,
And
the
that's
kids.
right, the kids.
And then that's the hard part because
That's the
you
hard
don't
part.
you want to wipe out terrorist organization, but you also don't want to create more because then it's counterproductive ultimately.
See, Tim Early knows. He knows the answer. Okay? Go scuba diving. Okay?
And a Tennessee representative wants
Yes,
to
he
deploy
knows.
Palestinian-
Waterdogs.scuba.com. That's right. Go scuba diving. It's just, all right? Beachfront property. They're actually this weekend. They got a busy weekend.
I see.
He's so good. They got, they're doing the zombie apocalypse attack
Oh yeah.
up in Hopkinsville.
Interesting.
They'll be out there. I'll be out there DJing, partying. Come on out,
okay.
bring the kid.
Okay.
And Sunday they're doing the scuba diving pumpkin carving
Yeah.
competition. Yeah, I love it. Waterdogs.scuba.com plus CPR training. You'll never know when you need that, especially in these days.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to something not controversial. All right.
All right.
This
what we got?
what we
Puppies?
did was very. What would you like? Puppies?
I don't know what's next. I'm just asking.
All right. Over 200 days later, where's the
Oh, yeah,
manifesto?
that chick.
Okay.
That's not controversial.
Yeah, this isn't controversial. Yeah, this is black or white. This is
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, I see.
Where is this thing?
I don't know. You gotta ask
How come,
FBI.
how come all these other shootings or whatever, they release this manifesto days later? Sometimes even the next day later. Now we're over 200 days later. My buddy from TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, he says there's some words in there that they don't want released. This kind of ties into everything.
Well, it appears as though the FBI has been withholding information in general to the public when certain communities commit certain crimes.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you may or may not find in these writings the mission was to kill future fascists. And that's why this Christian school was targeted. To kill future fascists. Kids. Again, kids are targeted. It's very interesting. And these are the ones that are in the streets with the Palestinian flags protesting. Brand new Palestinian flags right out of the box, by the way. Have you noticed these pro-Palestine protests in
haven't-
America?
I haven't thought about it, but
They-
there are a lot of flags.
It is brand new flags, still with the creases. Somebody's there. Here's your flag. Here's your
Yeah.
flag. Here's your sign. Here's your sign. Okay?
Yeah.
Who is paying for all that, by the way? Just asking. So, but where is this case? Where this monster here, and this is a monster, and this is what happens when you let a mental disability take over. I'm sorry, that's exactly what this is. Because this monster killed 6 people, to include 3 children. Oral arguments are expected to begin yesterday in a hearing to decide whether the Covenant school shooter's writings should be released to public.
Find out if Covenant parents school and church can fight to...
Where was all of this conversation about the releasing of these manifestos in Texas and Buffalo and these other ones? How come just this one? Because it involves a trans person who killed Christian kids?
I mean,
block the shooter's writings.
Is that why?
We're back in court today. This time...
Why was there no court cases and debates over other ones being released? How come just this one?
it could have also been that Nashville gave it over a little too quickly compared to, like, let's say Texas.
Yeah.
And so Texas put the information out before it could be covered up.
Yeah, why would you hand everything over to the, well,
Yeah.
let me tell you, the TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, especially my buddy, they saw everything. They got the pictures.
Yeah.
They all took the pictures with the phones. So, yeah.
Tennessee Court of Appeals. But as of right now, the judges haven't issued an appeal.
Yeah, our Stacey Cameron joins us right now. What did we learn today in court?
Wow, Tim Early. What if we do find out that our tax dollars were paying for those brand new flags and posters?
Well, what we learned is this.
That'd be bad.
That's a lot of money wasted compared to, like, people struggling in this economy.
Yeah.
That could have just gotten the money instead.
And our border.
Case has a long way to go. 3 months after the tragedy at the Covenant School, you may remember that
204 days later.
Covenant parents, the school, and the church could join a public records lawsuit filed against Metro Police and fight to keep the shooter's writings and other investigative material from ever seeing the light of day. But
I wonder why. To cure something, what do they say? Disinfectant? Light is the best disinfectant?
Yeah.
Man, keep it hidden. I wonder why. Like, we already know how what they're saying is security.
They're probably just waiting for this to kind of die down, and then somebody's going to file, like, a Freedom of Information Act, and then eventually it'll come out.
They've always been, they already been filed.
And they're not going to release it anytime soon, probably.
Right.
But then by the time they probably will admit it, it'll be, people forget.
Right. That's exactly why it is, Amber. So we forget, right? Because what they're saying, well, security of we already know how this monster who needed help came into the church and then into the school. We already know the logistics that this monster took. If you need to redact other things of how this monster wanted to go into other places, which I'm hearing also, there was other places as well that this monster wanted to go into.
Listed, yeah.
Okay? To include potential other conservative media organizations out of Nashville. Mm-hmm. It may rhyme with Daily Wire.
Yeah.
Right. Okay? All right. Let's not do something. Let's move on to something uncontroversial.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay?
What's next then?
Let me see. What is next? Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, Shelby's Trio, 3rd floor. Take the elevator all the way up to the rooftop for Skyline 500 Rooftop Trivia. It's a good time. It really is. And what's awesome is all these teams that are now coming, they're all becoming pretty good rival friends. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah, I know.
Like they all like busting each other's chops, but it's very cohesive.
Okay.
It's very cohesive up there. I'm really liking that. So check it out. Grab a bike, grab a drink, grab a friend, grab a team. Come play some Skyline 500 Rooftop Trivia at Shelby's Trio. 7 o'clock every Wednesday. Absolutely. Cue the horn right about now. There it was. All right. Not controversial.
Sure.
Come on. A jolted man with a gun has a fight at a game? Not as controversial, right?
I guess not.
Fox 17, police investigate this fight. Alleged gun threat at Jolton Youth football game. From what I understand, this guy right here, there was a penalty on the field.
Oh, he's one of those parents?
This guy goes onto the field. Then, from what I understand, they go, hey, man, get off the field, get out. The guy leaves, allegedly comes back with a gun. Right.
Is this just an open field, or is this like a field that belongs to on school property?
That's a great question. Let's
'Cause
take a
that's
look.
two different charges.
Oh, that's right. I'm guessing it's, well, we're about to find out. Oh, look, Peyton Muse is back at it. Look at this. Yeah. Oh. Seriously, a literal kids game, right? At a JFL game. Yeah, Justin, right? Any day now. Come on, Fox 17, you can do it. I think I can. That's the little engine that could.
Yes.
Which is a great story.
We need a cop. There's a gun. We have a gun at a park with a bunch of kids.
Okay, where?
I'm sorry.
All right, calm down.
I need to know where you're at.
Wait, ma'am, calm down.
Calm down.
See, whoever called
Yeah.
doesn't carry a weapon. You could tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't carry a two-way protection.
Yeah.
Right. Not trained in many things.
Probably.
Right. And that's okay. But if you want to avoid panic and fear like that, training is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back to the story.
Again with Operation Crime and Justice, that desperate call and others for help after a fight at a youth football game in Jolton.
At one point, witnesses say a father of a player brought a gun and threatened to open fire. Fox 17.
Yo, tough guy. See this whole thug life. I'm sick. I'm sick of it. Okay, stop it. Stop it. There's no need for this, man.
I like how several people bum rushed him though, and they still haven't subdued him.
He's with him. He's trying to hold him back. The guy in the gray, okay? And they're going to make this into a black and white thing. Hey, buddy, just because there was a bad call on the field doesn't give you the right to come back with a gun after you got kicked out because you went on the field.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Fight at a youth football game in Jolton.
At one point, witnesses say a father of a player brought a gun and threatened to open fire.
It's a stupidity. Yeah, Jackie, you're right. It's a stupidity thing. It's not. This is not a race thing. This is a right decision thing. Oh, the sensitive places laws could have stopped this. Yes, I'm sure. Right.
Down what started all of this chaos.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
This
Mike
park
Tyson.
is where Metro Police
Justin.
say it all went down.
Peyton Muse.
A Middle Tennessee Youth Football League game turned ugly.
So it wasn't at a school. It was at Jolton McDowell Park.
A typical Saturday.
That's still depending on the part.
Right. Is it a city park, a county park?
Yeah. Right. It may still have a different charge. It would be different from a school, which is different from a regular.
A youth football game became anything but a scuffle between the Jolton.
It's the worst bleachers ever. This is not a fun park.
No.
This is not a fun park to watch a football game. I might be on this guy's side more and more now. I'd be frustrated too if I'm trying to watch this game and I got to sit in these bleachers.
Vikings and the Greenbrier Bobcats had coaches running onto the field. This video given to Fox 17 News by a parent. Yellow flags thrown. About 15 seconds later, you can see a man in a tan jacket stepping onto the field during the game. He's escorted off. Greenbrier's youth foot.
Dude, get off the field.
Yeah.
Dude.
He's being tough dad over there.
Yes. You're being a tough guy against a referee or another coach? Enough. I hate tough guys.
The Greenbrier Bobcats had coaches running onto the field. This video given to Fox 17 News by a parent. Yellow flags thrown. About 15 seconds later, you can see a man in a tan jacket stepping onto the field during the game. He's escorted off. Greenbrier's youth football commissioner, Rory Osborne, says parents are never allowed.
I like her hair clip.
Okay.
I use the same one for when I have chips left over.
They're a little different. But
Are they
close.
different? They look the same.
From the outside, yeah, but the inside is different.
Oh, okay. What's on the difference?
The chip bags.
Yeah.
Many of them have like a.
Yeah, it's kind of rigid.
Plastic. No, it's Well, it is rigid, but with like hair clips, there's actual like teeth, like combs.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Spikes in there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Go Peyton.
Onto the field, period. If it happens, they're forced to leave the game.
Yeah, I get it.
Escorted him out. They said he needed to go. I was totally in agreement with that, but I stayed on the field to make sure things got settled down and the kids got back to playing ball.
At the end of the game, the man returns.
The kid got hurt, and then next thing I know, there was a fight that broke out. Don't know what caused it. I wasn't up there in it. My main focus was the kids, keeping them safe.
He's got a gun!
All right.
Parents frantic.
Real quick. Okay, so.
Somebody yelled, he got a gun.
Yeah.
Did he pull it out or?
I don't know. Did he flash his piece?
I don't know. It says somebody like yelled it from afar.
Focus was the kids, keeping them safe.
He's got a gun!
Parents frantic,
Maybe
calling
that's what he's
911 after
trying to
they
go
say
for,
that
the guy's blocking
man.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did kind of make a motion to his side.
Yeah. Flashing is not legal.
And now has a gun.
Oh my God!
911.
Oh my
The
God!
address of the emergency.
Yes, there's a man with a gun at Jolton Community Little League football.
In this video, you can see the man in a tan jacket.
These two.
Just
What
leave.
is this guy doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he? This guy's looking for weed. This guy's trying to score some weed. That's my guess.
Get into it with another man.
And look, this is a good promotion for Hamilton Machine. All right, yeah, for all your machine needs, contact HamiltonMachine.com.
The man with the tan jacket keeps his hand
Yeah,
in
he's
a
trying to
bag.
break
Oh,
He's
yeah.
holding. You never see a gun on this video.
You never
Terry Martin, the
physically
president
see it,
for
but
the
he's
Middle
trying to pull it
Tennessee
out.
Youth
Yeah.
Football
He,
League says this is gut-wrenching.
Where was it, in the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or whatever, something was in the bag. This guy should be thanking this guy. You know what I mean? For be like, yo, calm down, bro. Calm down. No, don't pull it out. Don't do it.
Into it with another man, and the man with the tan jacket keeps his hand in a bag he's holding. You never see a gun on this video. Terry Martin, the president for the Middle Tennessee Youth Football League, says this is gut-wrenching.
And the women around start screaming, he has a gun, that are within 2 feet. You know, it took my breath.
Greenbrier's commissioner says the man is now banned from all league games, and organizers are meeting to discuss the next steps.
Yeah, Justin, right. Don't let him back up.
Yeah, come on.
Right?
I mean,
You got
if-
him on the
if he's a
ground.
danger like that, yeah.
Detain him.
Yeah.
Those next steps include taking a look at the future of one of the coaches involved. Now, Fox 17 News will continue to follow this story, and we will let you know if there are any criminal charges.
Yeah,
Reporting in
did they
Jolton,
arrest the
Peyton
guy?
News, Fox
Did they
17
find
News, your
an
coverage.
actual gun on him?
Right? Did the cops ever show up? Yeah, did the cops even show up?
He's got a gun!
Oh, is it the girl in the camo that yelled it out?
I think the girl with the phone that's filming this, right, yelled it out?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving forward.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it all, all right? Yep. Yeah. Fox News will continue. Greenbrier Commission. Yeah, did the cops even show up? I get it. We called 911, but did the cops show?
Yeah.
This guy. Panic. This is where bullhorns. People need bullhorns. This is why I carry my DJ speakers everywhere I go.
Oh, yeah.
All this is going on. I'm setting up my gear.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the loudest voice wins.
Oh, okay.
When it comes down to it. All right? That's when I set up my DJ gear. And I start playing some music. Like, I don't know. This one, I would probably play Thunderstruck. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom. All right. Ah, yes. Hey, move out of Jolton. Come to Montgomery County, Clarksville, Tennessee. Right. Hey, move to Ward 5. I hear it's one of the best wards in the city. Why? Maybe because of their representative. Right.
I mean, we're primarily residential.
See? And she's humble. Hey, make sure to contact Blue Cord Realty Clarksville.com. How was that, all right?
Close. Yep, you're there.
Getting better?
Sure.
Sure. All right, here we go, Amber.
Okay. Who's that?
Do you buy or sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace?
I sold stuff once.
How'd it go? Was it a good experience?
I mean, I was able to sell it, but the people were jerks.
That's the thing. People are jerks.
Yeah.
Tell that story here in just a bit, your personal one. This one goes into this 19-year-old who was selling a scooter on Facebook Marketplace. And so these guys show up, and I think they pepper spray or shoot him. And I don't even know if they took the scooter, but you got to be careful. But officers detail the safest place to do an exchange. So I saw this dad should have practiced 2A. Here, let's take a look at this. Here's WSMV, where this teen, and I love how they lead with teen, shot during Facebook Marketplace sale. He's 19. He's a 19-year-old man.
Yeah, I know. They used that term.
Do you know what I mean? They stopped using man quite a bit ago, and now it's a teen. Now it's a kid.
Yeah.
19. Should be a man.
Police search for the person who shot Preston Colson. Right now, he's in the hospital.
They shot him.
He was shot trying to sell his scooter on Facebook Marketplace.
My dad said he went and picked Preston up off the ground, sat him up upright, called 911, but there was obviously a lot of blood that was just pouring out of his ear.
What?
Okay, with these sales, you never really know who you're about to meet.
Our Sharon Dankwa has some tips on how you can protect yourself.
I was like, honestly, let me just get a phone for $50 off Facebook Marketplace, and then I'll deal with it. Black Friday's around the corner. I'll get a deal on my phone later.
It's something Whitney Griffin says she uses all the time. But this time, the messages she got back concerned her.
Uh-oh. What kind of messages do you think she got back? And she's looking for kayaks, huh? $250, is that a good deal for a kayak?
It depends on the features of the kayak.
No holes. I'm looking for a kayak with no holes.
I mean, at the very basic level, probably.
Yeah. Justin Nichols, 19. Old enough to die for your country. Should be considered a man.
I was like, I don't think I should do that. I don't want to put myself in a weird position to meet somebody sketchy and the phone not even work.
Right.
Then she heard a teenager in Madison was shot while trying to sell his electrical...
Damn. 19-year-old got done messed up, huh?
But what happened, though? Like,
scooter
was
just
there
days
verbal
ago
exchange?
from Facebook Marketplace.
Here, check this out. Here's what happened to this kid. Okay, teen shot while meeting someone to sell scooter in Madison. Family, I assumed he was dead after he was shot in the head. Here, real quick, we'll go into this. Victim was shot after pepper spraying the suspect.
So he started it then?
Well, check this
Madison,
out.
a teenager is fighting for his life after he was shot while trying to sell someone a scooter. Metro Police say the 19-year-old met up with someone for the sale, but then he pepper sprayed the suspect.
Oh, look at the street. Okay, look at the street name. It could either be what's going on in the Middle East or what happened in the Ohio, the derailment.
The person allegedly interested in buying the scooter. So the suspect pulled out a gun and shot the seller, then drove off in a Nissan Altima. The teen is in critical condition tonight, and Metro Police don't have a suspect in custody.
But you know who it was because of the Facebook Marketplace, right?
You would think.
Can't you track it from there?
You would think, right?
Right.
The profile.
Yes. All right, so back to this story now that we got those 5 W's.
That's like, it's literally horrible.
So I asked Metro Police, what can people do to protect themselves?
So they could just park right over here, for example.
They say anyone can make a Facebook Marketplace exchange right outside a police precinct.
Bingo. There you go. What if it's those big items, though, you know? Like your washer dryer.
That's what I sold.
What'd you sell?
My washer dryer.
So your washer dryer, and they came to your house.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's sketchy right there, isn't it?
I mean, maybe for some people, but like.
All right, so they show up at your house.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
It was 4 of them. There was this itty bitty little scrawny girl, smaller than me, this older lady, and then 2 guys. And the older lady was just rude and.
Were you packing?
Well, no.
Oh, you should have been packing, Amber.
Well, my husband was home. He was dealing with them.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, and then plus we also have like.
Was your kid packing?
Was what?
Was your kid packing?
No,
Oh.
just sleeping.
Oh, lazy, lazy child.
Yeah, the life of a toddler.
So they were rude.
Yeah, I don't know. The lady pulls up, and my husband's walking up to meet them because at first, we just from the window of where the room was, where the wash and dryer were, all we saw was little like Nissan, tiny little car. It's like
Not wash and dryer cars.
yeah, exactly. And we're
Right.
like, you told us you were gonna come pick it up, and so he walked around the house to see, and then we saw like there was an actual
Oh, okay.
a truck.
And that's where the
further
dudes
down.
come into play that they were with.
Yeah, and well, the lady, because as my husband's walking up, he hears an exchange where the lady's like, "Oh, I guess something along the lines of like, oh well, you sure you want to do this? These people don't look like they got nothing." It's like, you literally in this neighborhood, look at my house. You're walking into this room which is separate. The room was pretty much the old garage. So it's like in there's items of value, we'll say, and you're arguing that we don't have anything. Plus, we have the new washer and dryer that we're trying to put in there, and it's like
Oh, they were saying that your gear was suspicious.
well, I don't know if it was suspicious
10-22.
per se. It was just because this happened like right outside the house as we were walking.
And
in.
do you pay on Facebook or do you pay with cash?
It's up to the person. Like,
Okay.
we demanded cash.
Okay.
And everything here in this parking lot is gonna get recorded and documented.
Metro precincts have designated spots for marketplace exchange.
Yes, this is brilliant. You're right. Yes, you guys want to exchange something? Okay, let's meet at the cop station.
Exchanges, dozens of high-definition cameras, and sometimes an officer nearby on lookout.
I mean, I think that's a great thing, meeting up at a police department parking lot for furniture, anything that you're going to do. I'm not going to be fearful to continue using Facebook Marketplace, but yes, being smart, being wise.
I would say, okay, we're meeting in the intersection of Tiny Town Road and Trenton. Okay? Yes.
Jesus.
During the red light, we'll make the exchange. You better hurry up. Right.
I think it's very important.
Some say they also watch the person they're meeting with arrive from a distance before deciding to show up or not. Police say use your better judgment. If things don't seem right, leave. In Nashville, Sharon Dankwa, WSMV 4.
Same thing with the dating apps. You got to be careful with these dating apps. People are getting ambushed.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Here's where you meet up, in the cop station. Okay? If you're looking for a hookup, meet up in the cop station first.
Interesting.
That's a new rule. Crazy world we live in. Crazy world.
Oof.
Oh, my bad. Hey, by the way, if you're a like-minded entrepreneur, a business owner, and you need some, I don't know, space, an address, then you want ClarksvilleOfficeNow.com, right off of Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Another place to do great exchanges. All right. Moving right along. Remember the Craigslist killer? Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Who was the Craigslist killer?
He was like a serial killer at the time who found, I don't know, people.
Yes, this was a thing, huh?
Oh, well, there's a lot of crazy killers out there.
Craigslist killer.
Yeah.
We're slow and behind anyway. All right, I'll look into that, Justin. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. So, this guy. Well, Amber, what would you do if you got flashed at Target?
I don't even know. That's weird.
Would you point and laugh? That's what I would do. Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
Is it cold in here? Turn the temperature up.
I mean, I don't know.
So
it could be a sign of more sinister things, though. At times.
You think so?
It depends. Like
some evil's in you just to be pulling it out in Target.
Mm-hmm.
So this football director, MTSU football director, So police say that he exposed it. So Nick Woodley, his name's Woodley. It's perfect. Exposed himself to a girl at Target. He had visited the store for the past 5 days. This is not sounding good for Nick Woodley.
So was he like stalking the girl, or was it some random girl?
Let's take a look. All right, so police say that more victims are possible. And you know there's cameras everywhere in Target, right?
They do.
Everywhere.
They should. It's a department store.
Yes. Let's see what we got about Nick Woodley, allegedly. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Police are looking for other possible victims after this man, who you see here, was arrested for exposing himself to a teen over the weekend.
That's not a good mark.
That man is Nicholas Woodley, a director of Middle Tennessee State Football, who has been suspended.
Oh, what are you guys doing with your other videos down here? WSMV, get your stuff together, please.
Our Marsha Sulik explains he visited the store 5 times before this incident happened.
I like Marsha Sulik.
The MTSU website says Woodley was in his 6th year with athletics here, and he was in his 2nd year as director of player personnel. That's where he worked in football recruiting. Woodley is charged tonight with indecent exposure and resisting arrest. Murfreesboro police say they were called to this Target on Old Fort Parkway on Saturday. A girl says Woodley came up to her in the store, complimented her outfit, and moved a shopping basket away from his waist. Police say once he...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
A basket. You think it was like one of the handheld baskets? Or do you think it was like he wheeled it? Did he?
That'd be a cart. Like.
Oh, yeah, that's a shopping cart. Yeah, you're right. So it was one of the baskets.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Frank Lombardo, throat punch, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, see, yeah, just
To a
he could be a
teen?
bigger problem.
Under 18, he could even be a bigger problem just exposing himself. Yeah. Right.
He did that, his genitalia was in plain view. Sunday is when they say officers arrested Woodley when he went back to the Target. They say they led him to
He
the...
was part of the recruiting team also
Uh-huh.
at a college. So
Yeah.
that puts him in a position to have more access to certain...
Do you think this is how we got players to play for MTSU?
I mean, he could be a groomer.
He just moves the basket, moves the basket slowly. He walks around with this basket. Remember back in the day, it used to be the coat, right? People would wear the coat, the trench coat.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, trench coat. Blah! Right. Now it's
The basket.
Target basket.
That's conspicuous.
This poor girl. Just leave these kids alone.
Weird.
Once he did that, his genitalia was in plain view. Sunday is when they say officers arrested Woodley when he went back to the Target. They say they led him to the front of the store where he tried to stop walking and go down other aisles. Woodley has since bonded out. Murfreesboro police say he is now restricted from returning to that store. Woodley has a hearing
That store? I would say all Targets.
for those 2 charges at the end of next month. In
All right, we'll see
Murfreesboro,
what
Marsha
happens.
Sulek.
Again, innocent until proven guilty, but oh boy. All right, say he's found innocent. Let me tell you something. Here's what's weird about society, okay? Say this never happened.
Okay.
All right? Say this was all fake. This girl just made this up.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, how many times have we had these fake Me Too's?
Yeah.
Right? This guy will always be known for this now.
He would.
If I ever see this guy, like at a bar, I'd be like, yo, bro, where's your basket? Yo, is the basket in the car? Right. So what would you do if this guy moved his basket? Would you scream? Would you yell?
I don't know. I think it...
You have to do something, right?
I mean, probably try to get footage if you're near a camera to report it, but I don't know. I feel like just yelling doesn't really do anything. It might startle him, but it's not going to change
Telling
what
you,
just happened.
my response is the best. Just start laughing and pointing. Laugh and point. Shame these people. Then they go away. Shame. Look at them. Hey, look. Did someone drop it? Is there an acorn tree here? There's an acorn. Hey, what's going on here? All right. Sorry again. All right. Hey, by the way, Tuesdays.
Oh, interesting.
Rage and Axe on Wilma Rudolph.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
7 o'clock. I love it over there.
All right.
Yeah, you guys got to come on out to 21A Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. It's right next to Casablanca, the Mexican place over there. Yeah. Come on out. Tuesdays. We're doing a trial one tonight, 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Bring the kid. They love throwing axes. Yeah, Raging Axe Trivia with Joe Padula.
I'll let my teacher friends know. They like going to. They went to the old one that
Yes.
you did on Tuesdays, and now.
Yeah, tell them to come to this one. Yeah, we'll have fun. We'll have a good time. Yeah. All right. I think I got, yeah, let's see what we got.
That stuff.
The Athletic Complex, parking garage, Frosty Morn, New Marina. All right, what do we got here? What do you know about this city council member?
Projects in the works with a lot of money.
So this over here, this is the back of F&M. Here's the Roxy. This is going to be the new parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Exit 8 Complex. Athletic Complex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So here's an aerial view of the Exit 8 Athletic Complex.
Yeah, they did finish that road. I remember a couple months back they were just building it. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so roadway construction that provides access to the planned athletic complex at Interstate 24, I-24, Exit 8, is about 70% complete.
Mm-hmm.
That's just roadway, right?
Yeah, that's just the road to access the land.
Right. Yeah, the actual building itself, which is what's going to be this.
It's there's more.
Here's Rossview Road.
Yeah.
Here's internet. You make a left over here. Where's the solar panels?
It should be south of it. Like it should be like that empty.
Like where we went for the.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be that same road.
Right? Isn't it the same road?
Future Park. It should have been the same road. I don't know, unless there's another access point somewhere else. But it's like in that green area outside of the pretty drawing.
Look at all of these soccer fields, though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Parents, make sure when you get kicked out, don't come back and try and shoot people. All right? Don't be jerks like that. So yeah. So okay. So the road raid. The road is almost done.
Yeah, the solar farm's down below.
Yes, that's right. Silicon Ranch Solar Farm.
Oh, they didn't put up the picture.
In late 2023, Silicon Ranch completed the purchase of the property from the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
TVA. We went down to the groundbreaking. That's in that same area, that Exit 8?
Yep.
Oh, that's a day. Yep.
Hey, those are pictures from that day.
Yep. Oh, did they get you?
I don't know.
See, Lee Irwin, they don't get me because, I used to work for 5 Star and I exposed them. Oh, there I am. They got one of me.
Oh, well, my stroller's behind you.
Oh, there's your stroller. There's your combat stroller.
Yeah.
There you are right here talking to...
someone. I don't even know. Yeah?
Come on, where's Amber? Come on,
I was outside
Amber.
the tent.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I wanted you to grab a shovel.
I know, but it's all right. Yeah.
This isn't exactly how it's going to look, but there you go. Solar farm.
Yeah.
Which, if there's a power outage, that kicks in and takes care of that area.
Yeah, I would say it's not. It
Just
won't
that
cover
area.
the whole city.
Nope. Not even close.
No, it's just too much.
But there is Amber Marquis' cart. Very good, Amber.
That's me.
You did it. You did it. Frosty Morn.
Yeah, that's a whole drama.
Man, she's all about this one.
We'll see.
So the Frosty Morn plant, which is abandoned.
It is and dilapidated.
It is dilapidated. City officers looked for a new Frosty Morn site ideas, asked community for input.
This is old and still has not moved forward from that.
See, here's the problem with Wanda Smith. She lies and says her constituents say, and she doesn't even talk to them. Mm-hmm. That's just what I found out. She lies and says, well, my constituents say this. No, she doesn't ask. This is just what she wants for some reason. She sucks. She terms out.
She does.
We'll see who takes the new spot for Ward 6.
Yeah.
We'll see. Who actually cares about downtown? Yeah. So, yeah, this thing is still just sitting there. Nobody knows what to do with it.
It's going to cost, right now, with the current cost of goods and money, it's at $32 million.
For what?
We don't even know. That's what they estimate.
What to do what with it?
Yeah, that's what I ask, and people won't tell you. They haven't determined.
Then how do they know $32 million?
Because the building is in bad shape, and I think that's just to fix it up.
What do they want to do with it?
That's what I'm saying. They don't
Frank
know.
Lombardo, old money rules. He knows.
They just, well, it's this particular project is more than old money. It's very.
Just
it's
old
a pet
building.
It's a pet project.
Yeah, for
certain,
Wanda.
Yeah, and then certain people don't want to upset her.
So what do they want to do? Why? No, she needs to be upset. She's a dummy. You know what I mean? I can't wait. I'll see her because I love her because you know I love Wanda, but she's a dummy.
It's
all about her. It's not even about downtown or District 6 or Ward 6
well,
with her.
The issue is it's something needs to be done in that area, and I agree. But I don't
So she
think
wants to turn it into this.
They're talking about some of the ideas projected for this. It's a community kitchen center. Another.
Do you understand how drug infested this place is going to turn into?
Well,
this is going to be a bum gathering.
Well, ultimately, because the
What's up,
Vulcan
Crystal?
PUD is next to it, it will eventually clean out the area in the way that she will not approve of. That she keeps.
No, all of this area is about to be all younger rich people. Just to let everybody know what's happening down there in this section. I live down. This is where I live.
Yeah.
This is my backyard.
Yeah, and the problem is that she is paving the way to that without realizing that she is.
But that's exactly what she's doing. Especially with the ballpark that's coming in at the Vulcan.
Yeah.
This is all going to be.
The property values of those homes
Yes.
are going to skyrocket,
Absolutely.
pushing those people out.
I already see the
And-
value. And the taxes is increasing.
Yeah,
The property tax itself.
Yeah, and there was a very big deal made last council about that area, that they don't need any more duplexes and triplexes. They already have enough. But the problem with it is that the new ones that have been built recently were really a response to her denying and convincing the council to deny single-family homes because she didn't like the size of those homes. So they turned around and built duplexes, which now she's raging mad about.
Well, yeah, because she's
So-
a dummy. Wanda, I love you
So
as a person, but you're a dummy. Enough of her.
It's going to push out the people ultimately. The
She-
very
you know what?
thing that she says she doesn't want to happen.
Now I understand why she still wears the masks on camera at these city council meetings. Because she's embarrassed and she's trying to hide her face. Right. Wanda, don't be such a dummy. You could be such a good person.
She's convinced that the way to fix that area is to zone it, like to change the zoning, but it's not.
No,
at
government
all.
can't solve
Like,
the problem on this situation.
Yeah.
Government's got to get on the side and not on the back on this
yeah,
one.
Well, I've asked several developers why they don't
Crystal
develop
knows.
that area. That's
Yeah.
a third of that area is literally just empty, vacant lots, nothing
That's
but
it.
grass.
That's
and
it.
So they tell me
Filled
that,
with bums.
Yeah, they tell me they don't want the drama with council because it's very negative when they try to.
Yeah,
go
because
and build in
she's
there.
a mean-spirited person.
I mean, she does go after some people.
Yes.
But
I've seen it in her eyes. She gets triggered. These liberals, they get triggered. So she's not even liberal. She's a leftist. She wants government in control of like everything. That's my problem with her. I'm done with her.
Yeah.
What do we got? Another year and a half of her?
Yeah,
Good. See ya. Bye.
a little less, honestly.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like a year and
Really?
like 3 months, 2 months.
Do we know everyone who's running?
No, not yet. That
Okay.
announcement comes in June.
June.
Yeah.
We'll see who's on that ballot.
Yeah. So it's
Securing up funds
doozy.
as we speak.
Yeah, so the developers tell me that it's a big issue is the crime. People don't want to put their workers in that area.
No, of course not.
And the trash in the streets and stuff is bringing out property. There's a lot of problems that zoning's not going to fix.
No.
That she's just convinced that zoning will fix it, and
Well,
it's not.
Well, she's a dummy. She's a dummy. And she's a liar. And that's not a good combo. I'm not trying to be mean here. Okay, but the only way to fix this is by calling it out and shedding light.
There have been a couple of instances where she has made statements that certain people claim were not true, that she never spoke to them.
No, she's
But
a
they're
liar.
Afraid, yeah, they're afraid to call her out on it. It's like, but she's going to continue.
I saw her in
to say
Kroger
things.
calling this one kid a racist because she was screwing up. She wasn't doing the machine right, the self-checkout. She's a dummy. I got to witness it in person.
Yeah.
She's a dummy.
Yeah. So with
And hey, again, I love you, but I have to call you a dummy so you're no longer a dummy. I don't want you to be a dummy.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, that's not how it works. No. Okay. You're a dummy. All right. The Red River pedestrian bridge. Do you know this one, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to connect.
So here's this. This is the trails, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to connect the Greenway, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sketchy down here, though. I would run this.
Yeah.
Because here is the path. Okay, here's the Cumberland River. All right, here's the the Greenway path. All right, the joggers path. So if you run down here, this part down here, run with somebody. Run with a buddy. Ladies, do not run this by yourself. Okay? Yeah. So good, they're going to connect this. All right. When? $2.5 million, though. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's cheap compared to some of the other
Yeah,
projects
I
like
know.
Frosty Morn.
I know. A Frosty Morn, I know. And just think, how awesome would it be? A nice something in there, actually making revenue and paying taxes in that area. But I don't know. Here's the thing: when Wanda Smith is gone, okay, no longer in serving this fine city of ours, she has no legacy. That's where she is really, because it's all about her. She has no legacy, except that she's a dummy. That's her only legacy. She's a face mask wearing dummy.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be rude. East Marina dredging. Do you know much about this one?
I can't recall entirely what this one is.
New Marina, huh? The Greenway's Red River pedestrian bridge is being built over the Red River off Craft Street, right? Okay, we know that part.
Yeah.
And they want to put in a new marina down there? Ooh. I wish they would put some chlorine in the water, though.
Oh no, it's not. It shouldn't be a new marina. It should be something with the water, the erosion that's happening. It's supposed to be fixing it or something like that. It's
okay.
not entirely a new marina.
Gotcha.
It's supposed to be.
Dredge approximately 60% of the existing marina
Yeah,
to
so
a
they're-
depth of 5 feet.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not. Yeah.
All right.
It's not going to be like Liberty Park.
No.
No.
But it should be completed summer 2024.
Yeah.
Outlaw Field,
Yeah.
Public Safety Complex.
Yeah.
What is this? Do we know?
Outlaw. Oh yeah. That's right by me. So the airport.
Mhm.
There's that intersection of Outlaw Field and Tiny Town where the neighborhood Walmart is. There's also
Uh-huh.
a fire station right there.
That's right.
Right behind the fire station, there's a big, giant, empty field that's part of the airport. That
Uh-huh.
whole area is going to be a new complex center. So it's going to have like fire, a new like garage for the city for like fixing vehicles. There's going to be a gas refueling
An
point.
admin and training facility.
That's currently should be being built. There's going to be a new precinct in that area, so it'll help reduce some response times.
The parking garage at First and Commerce Street. That's behind the Roxy.
Yeah.
Yep. 587 spaces. Yep. It's going to be well received and well welcomed. So this parking garage, which, by the way, if you want to take a look of what it's projected to look like. Boom.
Yeah.
So here's the Roxy, right? Here's Franklin Street. Here's Sheryl Crow. All I want to do is have some fun doing the music video. Boom. Here it is. And here's the other one. That, what? This one's 3 levels, right? Two.
Is it?
I think there's a roof.
Maybe.
1, 2, yeah. But yeah, this parking garage here is going to be fantastic. Absolutely. Yep, and it's looking like it's going to be completed.
Should be like next year or something. It's precast building. Yeah, it will
Completed
start this
summer of
year,
2024. Nice.
Yeah, the Performing Arts Center also another interesting situation.
Yeah. I like the balcony. I'm glad that all the lights are working on the sign. That's good. Hey, this is owned by the taxpayers, right?
The building itself.
The building itself is owned by the taxpayers.
Yeah, they are also going. So, the Roxy Theater is a nonprofit organization, and they are leasing the building from us. And I believe part of the contract, which I was also told that needs to be rewritten because there's a new building and everything coming up. It was supposed to be that they are also the management company of the other entities that are supposed to be part of this building as well.
Frank Lombardo. She is stupid. Do what's right for the people. I think he's talking to you.
No, he put that up when you were talking.
Oh,
about
okay. Okay, sorry. Just trying to stir the pot.
Sure.
Police Vista Lane. Okay. The Smith Traherne Mansion.
Yeah, that needs modifications also.
City-owned antebellum home. Smith Traherne, right?
Yeah.
Right, you know this one. It's a nice, pretty house. Let's see if we got a picture.
Yeah, it's a pretty house. Also needs funds to...
But what does it do? Does somebody live there?
No.
Is
not
it
that
just
I know
empty?
of.
Because I like the house.
It's a nice house.
I've been through it, and it's okay, but...
I believe certain organizations use it from time to time for events and handing stuff out and...
Like, I've been there for, like, craft shows and whatever, but...
Yeah.
Hey, if we... Let me know. Let me know if I can do a house party here. All right? Hey, we own it, right?
I mean, technically.
Yeah, let me know. I want to do a house party here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So people rent it out? Okay, that's what Justin's saying. Smith Traherne.
I've never looked into the details of it. We own it for some reason, and we bleed a lot of money into it for some reason.
A lot of money.
Well, we haven't.
And now it needs renovations?
Well, we haven't lately because it does need renovations. So it's quite
Many
a bit of
believe it's
renovations.
haunted by a tormented spirit. It's not haunted. They just say that so you go there.
Yeah.
Plus, if it's haunted, it's probably a demon. And just be right with your life and rebuke in the name of Christ. Hosanna, Hosanna, praise. Yeshua. Remember, Jehovah Nisi. Okay, go to battle. Jehovah Nisi. And ask for providing. Jehovah Jireh. And then Jehovah Rapha, heal. And then, when it's all said and done, Jehovah Shalom. God peace.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, the Traherne. We do waste a lot of money, huh?
And senior center improvements. We also own the senior center.
I do like the senior center off of Greenwood, or near Greenwood.
Yeah.
The Edge Externa one. They did some good improvements there, and I talked to the people that go there.
Okay.
Because I got a thing for old people. I shouldn't say it like that. I have a heart for older people.
Okay.
And, man, I would love to do entertainment events for them, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the adult daycare.
Yeah, they needed a new roof and HVAC, and then I believe we had to put money aside for new defibrillators for them also. So.
The L&N train station.
Yeah, that was another fight.
So Montgomery County Historical Society has no significant work performed on it since 1995 when it was restored.
And it needs more money for restoration and stuff also.
Where's the L&L? Is that at Dixon Park?
Is it? I don't know. It's right by Burt Cobb.
Yeah, that's the one over by Dixon Park, yeah. Over by Frosty Morn.
No,
that's on the other side, right.
It is part of the same ward,
But it's all part of Ward 6, right.
Yep, which is why it was a fight.
Oh, why?
To deal with it.
What was her deal?
They want money. It needs renovations again, and so the issue was that we should be using the money for something else and allow
For Frosty Morn?
no, the train station.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then people were like, well, they use the train station for events and stuff like that. So.
Dixon Park can really turn into something special. It really has great potential, especially its location there. The new Clarksville Fire Rescue number 6.
Yeah, this new building expanding that.
This is south of the Purple Heart Parkway, so heading towards Woodlawn area, I'm guessing. Okay. And replacement of a Clarksville Fire Rescue number 3, Maxwell Drive.
Yeah, it's our fire department's getting a bunch of upgrades.
Edith Pettis Park. I don't know. Wilma Rudolph Event Center sign at Liberty Park. How about you change out the entire speaker system at Wilma Rudolph Event Center, okay? How about we go over that one? All right. Well, there you go. Well,
all right.
Let's do it. Hey, Whataburger. Are you into Whataburgers?
I mean, I've had Whataburger before when we were in Texas.
What's the big deal with Whataburger? Why was this huge line? Is this because of, it's the first one here?
I guess. I don't know. That's insane. I didn't realize it was that crazy until I saw the report.
It was packed.
Yeah, I saw they claim people were out there camping.
What's wrong with you people? I don't get it. What's the big deal? But hey, they were out there. Look at that line. Training in progress will be open soon. I guess people, come on.
Yeah, they said that it was like a 2-hour wait at
Stop
times.
it.
Yeah.
2-hour wait?
Yeah, it's like I'm not waiting for 2 hours
For a burger?
Yeah, I'll come back. It's not going anywhere.
The gas alone and idling's not worth it.
Yeah. Jeez.
That's crazy.
It was.
So you didn't go?
No.
Yeah, me
I'm never
neither.
gonna go on
Me
the first
neither.
day. Maybe a couple of weeks down the line.
Justin Nichols. The amount of time they waited, they could have drove to Nashville, sat down, drive back, and they would still be waiting in line for the
100%.
burger. That's funny.
Especially some of them who camped overnight. You
Uh-huh.
could have gone to another county.
Craziness. All right. Let's get out of here, City Council member.
Yeah.
Amber Markey. Crazy world out there.
Yep.
Even if it's abroad, it still affects here at home.
It
right.
does.
So we covered it all. All right. Well, thank you for allowing us, enabling us to have a conversation. And make sure to write back what is wrong. And then, move along to the next one. Keep the process going. I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Amber Markey.
And this was the local news you needed to know. Absolutely.